This mini lecture discusses how to derive the derivative of the exponential function e raised to the power of x. And it turns out that the derivative of e raised to the power of x is equivalent of the function itself. Okay, so how to prove it? And here I'm going to present probably the simplest way to prove this result. So let's say let y equal to e of x, right? E raised to the power of x. Then we can take natural log of both sides. Then we can have, on the left-hand side, it just take a natural log. On the right-hand side, it cancels out. Why? Because natural log is inverse function of e, so they cancel out. What's left is x. Next, okay, we take derivative of both sides with respect to x. Okay, so this equation, we take derivative of both sides with respect to x. On the right-hand side, we get 1. What about on the left-hand side? That is the derivative of log y with respect to x. Well, in this case, we have to use the chain rule. To use the chain rule, what we're going to do is we are going to take derivative of log of y. Okay, log of y with respect to y. What is the result? 1 over y. 1 over y. Then we're going to multiply that by the derivative of y with respect to x. Okay, with respect to x. So this is the product on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, because if we take derivative of x with respect to x, we'll get 1. So the result is 1 over y multiplied by dy over dx equal to 1, which leads to what? We rearrange the equation a little bit, right? We can get y equal to dy over dx. But what is y? Y is e raised to the power of x, or the exponential function of x, right? So this proves the property that for the function e of x, okay, the exponential function of x, its derivative is itself. So this is probably the easiest way to prove it. And the trick here actually is to apply chain rule to this derivative, right? So to get this derivative, that is d of log y over d of x, first we have to get the derivative of d of log y with respect to y, then multiply back by dy over dx. Well, this is simply because we cannot, or we don't know the derivative of log of y with respect to x. So we had to take a detour. First of all, we figure out the derivative of log of y with respect to y, which turns out to be 1 over y. Then we can multiply by dy over dx. Okay, this is called chain rule. Okay, which turns out to be 1.